Hey everyone, this is Ben and thank you for joining us on this episode of the Gumbie Gear Review. And that's right, not the Semper Gumbie channel, but the Gumbie Gear Review channel. And what we did is we split the Semper Gumbie channel and moved all of our gear review and testing to this channel. And the Semper Gumbie channel is going to remain for all outdoor adventures, camping, and everything we knew outdoors. So you came to the right channel. We have just returned from the Southeast Adventure Vehicle Expo. Wow, I really said that without messing it up. It took me about a week to learn it. Southeast Adventure Vehicle Expo. About a week ago, I was like, Southeast Adventure via. So now I can say it, Southeast Adventure Vehicle Expo, because I had all that practice. But anyway, we just returned from the save. It's easier to say save. And I had these power stations with me there for people to come check out, because this is the brand new, not even released yet. It will be available on April 2nd. Bluetti's new AC240. That's right, AC240. This thing is a 2,400 watt, 1,536 watt hour power station. And that's right, it's not out yet to the public, but April 2nd, they will have this available. Starting on March 19th, it'll be on the Bluetti website, so go ahead and check it out. They'll have some deals where you can purchase the AC240. This week's video is sponsored by Bluetti, and Bluetti has sent me the AC240 and the B210 expansion batteries for testing and review. Now this is the Bluetti AC240. It is a powerhouse designed to conquer the toughest environments, boasting an IP65 rating that keeps it waterproof and dustproof. It touts a 1,536 watt hour capacity and is expandable to 10,000 kilowatt hours with 4 B210 expansion batteries that's right next to it. Now the AC240 packs a 2,400 watt rated power and a 3,000 watt power lifting to meet most electrical needs. Now the Fusion powering offering 4,800 watt output. By connecting two of these AC240 unit doubles the power and capacity. So what you can do is you can even go further by connecting 8 B210 expansion batteries for a staggering 20,000 kilowatt hours. That's right, almost 20.2 actually kilowatt hours. Now the AC240 offers lightning fast charging, hitting full capacity in just 70 minutes. That's right, 70 minutes with a 2,400 watt AC charging, or a mere 2 hours with 1,200 watts of solar power panels. The RV plug output lets you power up your mobile home or your RV on the go while simultaneously fueling up to 8 devices with its multiple output ports. Now the portability and versatility makes it your best companion for your RV trips, camping, off-grid living, and reliable household backup for unexpected scenarios. The 24/7 UPS function ensures the industry-leading 15 millisecond uninterrupted power supply. So if you have your electrical system or electrical appliances or electrical devices plugged into this and your power goes down, it is saying that, it will only take 15 milliseconds for that to switch over to your uninterrupted power supply. So this is your power cable for your expansion battery. It's really simple. You have orange and blue. On the AC240, you do have the orange. And on the orange side, you have a unlock and lock icon. So to put it on, it's just one way. You put it in here, and then you turn it to lock. Then on your B210, it's the same thing. Put it on, Here you have your lock and unlock icon. It goes on one way, and then you just lock it on, just like that. So when you turn on your unit, let's see, your B210 will automatically come on. And right now it is expanded, jumped up from 88 to 95. And right now it is charging my AC240 from my expansion battery. And right now it is at 100%. I charged this up before I left for saved. And 95%, and it's going in. So right now I have almost 4,000 watts of power right here. And if I shut that down, the indicators will go down. And as you can see, it went back to 88. So when I hit this power button, watch it go back up. It should jump up to 95 right there. Now let's go over the front of the AC240. Now the top of the AC240, there is no wireless charging on this unit itself like the AC180 or the smaller units. Here on the left hand side, you do have a silver button, and that is the power button. Now this is a heavy unit. It's one of the heavier units that I've had. This thing weighs 72 pounds. So just be aware that if you're going to move it around, that it is heavy. It does have two handles on each side with a little bit of rubber grip, and it is built in. These handles do not move. So like I said, be aware that it's 72 pounds. Now to power on the unit, you're going to press and hold the power button for more than 2 seconds and then release it. You will see the green light come on, and you will see a DC input, DC output there on the left, AC input and AC output on the right. Now I have 81% charged because I charged this at the Expo using solar power panels, and I charged it up to like 94%. So I've got 81% right now. And above that, it's in the eco charge mode. So on the left hand side, you have your DC outlet. And here on the left hand side of the DC section, you have a 12 volt DC 10 amp. And everybody's like, I wish they made a larger one for diesel heaters because the 10 amps isn't large enough. Well, here's your answer, folks. On the right side, you have a 12 volt DC 30 amp plug. So for those who run diesel heaters, that is your answer right there. You do have a 30 amp plug there. And right above it, you do have your DC power on button. You hit that once, and then your DC input shows up there on the side. To turn it on, you just go ahead and hit it, and your green light gets illuminated, and now your DC side is powered on. Moving on to the middle, you do have your USB section. This one, they do give you two USB-Cs, and those are both 100 watts. So you don't have your wireless charging, but they do give you two USB-C 100 watt inputs there. So, you know, your iPhones or anything that takes, say, your laptops, anything that needs a higher charging capacity. And then on your bottom, you have your typical USB-As. They're 18 watts. And then again, to turn it on, you just go ahead and hit your USB button there on the top. If you look here on the right-hand side, these are your AC output, 120 volts, and this is 2,400 watts. If you look here on the bottom section, you do have two AC outputs for your 120 regular plugs. And on the top here, you do have, for those who have RVs or anything, you have one 30 amp
plug. So if you haven't want to power up your RV or anything like that, you can use this unit to do that. Whether you have an adapter or have a direct plug in there. And then of course you go ahead and hit your AC button here. That should turn on, and there you go. So those are your 3 power sources right there: AC, USB, and DC. You'll see your little icons there on the bottom, and this right here is your remaining battery life. So I have 57.7 hours left on this battery charge, based on what I have now. But I like this feature here, the 30 amp, because then I could use it for larger campers or larger power demands. Okay, the really cool thing with this is the Bluetti app. So we're going to go ahead. Now Bluetti has, most of Bluetti power stations now come with a Bluetti Bluetooth app. So let's go ahead and add that AC240. Now my devices, I have an AC200L, an AC180P. So let's go ahead and add a device. We're going to go ahead and add the device, and it's going to search for it. I'm going to swipe down and I'm going to make sure this thing's on. I'm going to add that. It's the AC240. So now I have my AC240 added, and as you can see, I've got 81%. Basically, I can turn it on my DC and USB. I can turn on my AC. I can shut it off. We can check out my battery information. And right now I can also shut the unit down in 10 seconds. And the unit is now shutting down, and now it is shut down. So that's a really cool feature. You don't have to be at the power station. You can do it remotely. So we're going to go ahead and charge up the unit. Okay, like I said, you just put it in and it snaps right in. And once I plug it in, it'll start charging. Okay, we just plugged it in. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're at 826 watts coming in. And I think that'll jump up higher than that in just a second. Now, I don't know if you can hear it, but the fan is so super quiet. Can you guys hear that? Probably not. It is so quiet. You think this Bluetti AC240 can handle it? Set it to 400 degrees. Okay, here we go. We're hitting start. $1,400. It's on. It's handling it. $1,480, so just under 1,500 watts and it's pretty stout. And that jumped up the AC input because it has pass-through charging to 1800 watts. So we got 1800 watts coming in, 1400 watts going out. So we're still charging while we're using. Okay, so it did work. And let's see what that jumps back. And it went back down to 800 watts. So it handled that. So we can bring an air fryer if we wanted to go camping. So cool.
Now the AC240 also boosts long cycles and a 6-year warranty. Now most have a 5-year warranty. Bluetti has a 6-year warranty on this AC240. The B210 expansion battery adds even more flexibility, working both independently and in sync with the 240. So what do I think about the Bluetti AC240 and the Bluetti B210 expansion battery? I think it's a heck of a power station. You know, they are heavy. You know, they're in the 70 somewhat pound range. So, you know, it's not easy to lug around. But if you're looking for power, a lot of power, not just for a day trip, but for an extended period of time, like a week-long trip or a couple days, these are some really good units to take along with you. Right here alone, you know, I'm looking at over 4,000, you know, close to 4,000 watt of power. So if you made it this far in the channel, I appreciate. Come check us out at the Moore Expo, April 19th and 20th. Please subscribe to the channel if you can, Gumbie Gear Review, and subscribe, like, and comment. And also check out our Patreon page. We have 3 levels, and if you can subscribe to that or help the channel out in any way, I appreciate it. Until the next video, this is Semper Gumbie out.